There's a beautiful day headed your way.
Hey, what's up? Seafood Jeffrey John Cox, Sensei Jeff, the kids karate program. Hummingbird up there, statue right here, airplanes flying over. That's why they call this airport gyms. So this right here, Convict Conditioning #1. If you don't have this and haven't done this, why aren't you? My first Dragon Door book. Wasn't my first. I got a Pavel, Russian kettlebell first. But this thing, I get a lot of my exercise technology from Coach Paul Wade, Convict Conditioning. So the first set of exercises come out of that book. Then we get into, I just have one picture set out of this masterpiece here. If you or your coach is not using this, why not? All right, so Martin Rooney here, he put every exercise that we had to come up with through trial and error. So stuff like that, I knew about that stuff from wrestling in high school. I didn't wrestle in high school, I watched the wrestlers. Right, when I was training water polo, wrestlers in high school were off in the field and I said, hey, and I did those exercises myself. Anyway, every exercise you could ever think of, it's in this book with a simple how to do it, some safety. So I've done all this stuff. You can see my physique through my shirt, and but now that I'm gonna be 52 this year, I'm not gonna keep doing it, right? So let's adjust this just a little bit. I can't keep doing it. It's a 52-year-old. Now I gotta hold on to this thing that I made, right? Plane flying across the country up there. All right. So Pavel brought us the Russian Kettlebell Challenge, RKC. I'm gonna just say the year 1998. We'd heard of these kettlebell things. It was coming into the country in the late 90s. We thought about stone keys. I made one out of concrete and rebar, even from the Chinese martial art, right? And then he shows up with the Russian Kettlebell Challenge. Boom. 2 exercises, phenomenal, did it. I got this next book, Super Joints. Pavel, Super Joints. Another treasure trove. Just the pictures on the cover and on the back. If you're familiar with these exercises here, that right there, 6 exercises, that's free, no extra charge, right? Free times free. But this is all stuff, and he just has, open your fingers and close your fingers and roll your shoulders and roll your toes and stuff. But there's some little gems in this one. Explosive calisthenics. So this is Coach Paul Wade, 3rd book. And this gets into all of the jumping, back flips, front flips, kip ups, boom, explosive stuff. And this is a Dragon Door publication, 3rd one in the Coach Paul Wade set. And it's got some phenomenal exercises in here. Can't say enough about this. Pear just fell out of the tree behind us. So, Coach Paul Wade, Convict Conditioning, he allegedly was in prison and he learned prison exercises. And then after he got out of prison, he turned those into calisthenics. I don't know if it's true or not. The next picture set in my exercise manual that we use at the dojo is from Convict Conditioning 2. Another masterpiece. So if you don't have the Convict Conditioning 4 books and you're not reading them and knowledgeable, if your coach isn't up in that level of knowledge, then you better get them. Oh, airplane coming over, must be important, it's trying to interrupt me. Convict Conditioning 2. So Convict Conditioning 1, the big 6 exercises, push-ups versus pull-up, right? Bridges versus hanging leg raises, that kind of stuff. And then Convict Conditioning 2. Second half is all about how prison sucks, and it's not about prison. It's about staying out of prison. But this plane's going over. I'll probably have to pause. So first one was full body, big exercises, superset idea, right? Handstands versus body weight squats. And it's got an extreme range and extreme tightness. Master level set. Step 10 is all single limb in concept. So like single arm push up, you know, single leg pistol squat, that kind of stuff. The exercises in this book have to do with like you do like hang by a towel and do pull-ups for your grip strength, or do calf raises certain ways for your ankle strength. So the edges, right? Fine tuning it. And it's got some neck work in here. So I got neck work. I forget who taught me neck work. Started in high school. But don't underload. Roll your neck all the way around in a full circle. Underload. Don't do that. Okay, now there's a little thing in the back of your head. You're not supposed to go all the way around. There's a thing where your head stops and it can come and go, you know, 365 degrees like that, but it has to stop, and then you can go all the way from there, 360 degrees plus the 5 more. But you can't go around and around and around. Underload. Why? Because the number of times you'll do it each week. Now if you're wrestling and you got to go through it, underload, that's fine. I'm talking about the reps. Alright, so this has all those neck exercises. Alright, like here's the old school neck program. You know, picture of Jack Dempsey's back. Jack Dempsey's back, right? That's his neck right there. Those are the muscles on that hold your head in place on your back. Look at that. You want some of that? Work on your neck. So that's my neck set. Another excellent book here. Masterpiece. What? Are you starting to see a theme? Yeah, because the next book I got some pictures out of, it's called Raising the Bar. And this is by the Cavato brothers. This is Al's book. So, this up so the camera can see. And great little, just real simple stuff. If you don't have a fitness pro, the sun's on the edge, right? So, shows you just perfect form. So you're hanging there, and then you go up. I want to show you, chin doesn't have to go over the bar. You just got to get up to that bar. Now, of course, on the cover, look at him, one arm. I can't do that. Can you do that? So, this is all about hanging under a bar and pulling your body weight up to the bar, and then from different angles. Also by Dragon Door, part of my collection. So, fourth Dragon Door, Coach Paul Wade Convict Conditioning book is about C-mass, right? Convict mass, how to put the build and muscle on. I don't have that in this picture set, but you can see how much I like these books. This is our train of thought from the 90s. Dragon Door put out the books, and I got a lot more of them I'm not mentioning here, so don't call this an exclusive list. But this explosive calisthenics book is really the fourth one that I got, because I got the C-mass. I might have got C-mass before I got Convict Conditioning 2. I'm not really sure. I can't remember exactly, because it came out as a PDF. This is simple and short. I don't even have a hard one like this. If any of you donors want to buy me a hard version of C-mass. So this is my fourth book. And I'm into this stuff. Injuries slowing me down, body weight conditioning, the kettlebell, right? I just rebuilt my shoulder doing kettlebell grinds on this shoulder. So I'm reading this book, and he gets the back of this explosive calisthenics book. And this book has had pictures, you know, like let's just show you, like on this side, some old picture from ancient times. Right, this book and all these books are full of these awesome fitness models. So I'm reading this book, and this is like the best stuff on earth. And they chose a picture for their Kung Fu explosive, and what is it but a Wing Chun picture? And not only that, if you zoom down in onto that logo, I think you can recognize it's Ebmas logo. I won't say who that person is, but so I'm reading this book, and this, you know, this is it. And then I get to this almost the end, and man, boom, I almost, and Ebmas is in My Treasures at the end. Read it and weep. What? That guy, he's one of our proteges. Love the guy. Left us though. So, what? Yeah, there's a lot of people in the WT that get these proteges. We, like me, like just phenomenal people, and we get so good we leave because I haven't left it, but other people, they become their own person. That's the point, right? It's not a bad thing. Some of them leave under bad terms. Some of them are betrayers. Ooh, we won't get into that. One person's betrayer is another person's hero, I guess. The last part of my exercise book at the gym is out of this one. So this is your Dynamic Wing Tsun. Every Wing Tsun Sifu has this book. If they don't have this book, they're a fraud. So they can tell you, I've never looked at Dynamic Wing Tsun in my life. And then find a different Sifu, because this is the simplest stuff. This book was written in conjunction with Wang Shang Long Sifu. So Lung Ting Sifu and Wang Shang Long Sifu and Ip Chun, I think. This is, and then there was a video for the WT. So we had a video. The dynamic video the Grandmaster Wang Shang Long made, he wasn't happy with, and it's hard to find, and then it came in the YouTube world, right? You don't know the story. The angle of the camera makes the arms look weird. You like it. So anyway, politics erupted from that. Point is, they were all working together on this handbook for everybody to use internationally, in the Wing Tsun International Spelling. So I got a lot of exercises in my handbook out of here. Very simple stuff, like yeah, you can, real simple stuff. How to do a pack out. Sifu Jeffrey John Cox here. Now Sensei Jeff.